Okay, now.
Okay. Okay, let's get started. Top of the docket. Before we do that, turn this thing off. Okay, case number 2020-CCR0079, State of Texas versus Reynaldo Rene Agapito.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ernie Hernandez here for Mr. Agapito. My client is on the line, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Hernandez. Oh, there it is. Okay, go ahead, counsel.
Yes, Judge. This is sent for status, Your Honor. We're requesting a reset, Your Honor. We're trying to work this one out. There's some pending charges, and we're trying to get it all worked out all together. So we're asking for a future date on, set it for us as we probably played out before then. No.
Okay. Okay. And I'll do that, counsel, except that I've been being told that there was a failing to appear for Mr. Agapito. Is it here in this court, obviously, right?
I was not aware of that, Your Honor.
I'm here.
Okay. And so there's a capias out for him.
He's attended all his other hearings, Your Honor. I'll see if we can get that capias recalled.
Well, not until I know as to the why part. Why did he fail to appear? When was this?
On what day?
We're looking it up. May the 3rd. What's your address, Mr. Agapito?
It's in Sebastian, Texas.
The full address, Mr. Agapito.
Excuse me.
We need your full address.
My full address. Just a minute. It's Lyford, Texas, in Sunset Lane.
Your mailing address, where do you get your mail?
I have a PO box. My PO box is 67.
That's what you have? PO Box 67 in Sebastian? Is it PO Box 67 in Sebastian?
Yes.
All right, well, that's where you're getting your correspondence, and that's, you got your notice as to when to appear.
I haven't gotten no letters or anything.
If I recall, Your Honor, I was here on that last hearing, and Mr. Agapito did show up, but I thought I was late to the hearing because I was caught up in another court. But I do recall that we were all here present. I just showed up late to the hearing because I was caught up.
Okay, so I'm trying to listen as to what's on the record. So you're saying that that capias is not for this case? Okay, so I'm told that this capias is not for this particular case, counsel.
Okay. Is there another charge, pending charge? He does have one in the district court right now.
Okay, so I'm told the new case is a possession of a controlled substance. Do you represent him on that, counsel?
I have that one. I have a POCS, Your Honor, in Willacy, the 197th there in Willacy. But that was previous. I don't know if this is a new one, that this is a new charge.
I'm told that it's a new charge.
Okay, and then that I have not been appointed to represent him on that one yet, Your Honor.
Well, nonetheless, okay, so we've confirmed the PO box as to where he's getting correspondence.
Yes.
And so there's this case, and does it allude to the number? It's case number 2021 CCR 0088, counsel.
Since I'm currently representing him on this one, Your Honor, if you would like to appoint me on this one also.
Okay, so I'm gonna leave the KPS active,
Okay.
because it's what I'm hearing here, counsel, is that you do not represent him in this other case.
I do not. That is correct, Your Honor.
All right. So, oh, he's appointed. All right. Okay, well, what I'm gonna do then is that I wasn't sure you were a court-appointed attorney, is I'm gonna go ahead and appoint you, counsel, to this other case as well.
Okay.
So the hearing date is, he's asking for a hearing date. Okay, so we're gonna do August 3rd,
Okay.
counsel,
Okay.
and you're hereby appointed for the case 2021 CCR 0088.
Perfect, Your Honor. I'll wait the order.
Case number 2021 CCR 0019, State of Texas versus Elvira Aguilar.
Jason Collin with Texas Rio Grande Legal Aid on behalf of Ms. Aguilar. I do believe she's on the call, Your Honor.
Ms. Aguilar, are you on? Ms. Elvira Aguilar. Who's here? Okay, I'm told she was here on roll call.
I'm here, Your Honor.
All right, there she is. Go ahead, counsel.
Your Honor, in this case, we are close to an agreement. I am currently speaking with the state on this matter. We're asking for a reset just so we can finalize the terms.
Okay, so we're gonna set it for August 3rd.
Thank you, Your Honor. May Ms. Aguilar be excused at this time?
She may.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Case number 2021 CCR 0006, State of Texas versus Ricardo Aguinaga. There you go. Aguinaga. All right.
Nadia Perez with Texas Rio Grande Legal Aid on behalf of Mr. Aguinaga, Your Honor. He is on the call this morning.
Mr. Aguinaga, are you on? You're muted, Mr. Aguinaga. Can you unmute yourself?
Okay. Yes. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Your
I'm
Honor,
here.
in this case, we have received an offer from the state, Your Honor. We're close to a resolution. If I could ask for one more status setting to try to get it worked out.
Okay, so we're setting for August 3rd. Counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. May Mr. Aguinaga be excused, sir?
He may.
Thank you.
Case number 2020 CCR 0206, State of Texas versus Jose Eduardo Aleman.
Jason Collin with Texas Rio Grande Legal Aid on behalf of Mr. Aleman. Your Honor, I do believe he is on the call as well.
Mr. Eduardo Alemán. Can you hear us, Mr.
Yes, sir.
Alemán? All right, go ahead, Counsel.
Your Honor, in this case, we are working with the state. There is an offer. I believe this can be resolved. We're asking for a reset so we can continue working on those details.
We're sending for August 3rd.
Thank you, Your Honor. May Mr. Aliman be excused at this time?
May. Case number 2019 CCR 0072, State of Texas versus Miguel Ángel Almanza.
Lilia Gonzalez Peña, Your Honor, for the defendant. This defendant was at the Willacy County Jail. Somehow or another, he got released to Williamson County Jail. We had an agreement, once he pled to the felonies, the misdemeanor cases would be dismissed. I did send the email correspondence to Mr. Chuck Manley. We'll need a bench warrant to bring him back, Your Honor. On both cases. Yeah, well, 2 cases.
State.
Your Honor, this is Mr. Almanza, correct?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay. Yes, sir. We need to have him brought back, please.
All right. So that show on twice. Is it just one? Okay. All right. And also, just for the record, case number 2020 CCR 0072.
Same announcement, Your Honor.
All right. We'll get the bench warrant. Case number 2020 CCR 0181, State of Texas versus Juan Pablo Ambris.
Jason Collin with Texas Rio Grande Legal Aid on behalf of Juan Pablo Ambris. They are on the call, Your Honor. They're in custody.
Okay, I see you now. Okay, go ahead, counsel.
Your Honor, in this case, Juan Pablo Ambris has accepted an offer from the state. We are asking for a reset so we can get them signed up on their plea packet.
Okay, so we're gonna do July 13th, counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Thank you.
May Juan Pablo Ambris be excused at this time?
You may.
Thank you.
Case number 2020 CCR 0011, State of Texas versus Christine Georgianne Andrade. Miss Andrade, are you on? Was she on earlier? Bailey? She wasn't?
Joseph Moreno with Texas Rio Grande Legal Aid for Ms. Andrade, Your Honor. She didn't answer earlier when her name was called. We've reached out to her. I believe her telephone may have been disconnected.
Case number 2020 CCR 0193, State of Texas versus Eloy Arredondo.
Daniel Garas with Texas Rio Grande Legal Aid on behalf of Mr. Arredondo, Your Honor. I believe he's on the call this morning.
Mr. Arredondo, are you on?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, go ahead, counsel.
Your Honor, in this case, Mr. Arredondo has signed up for pretrial diversion, and I believe he has been approved by the probation department.
Yes.
Yes.
John Estrada with probation, Your Honor. Yes, that was approved and placed on pretrial diversion.
Okay. Notice. Case number 2020 CCR 0101, State of Texas versus Abel Balboa.
Your Honor, may Mr. Arredondo be excused, sir?
May.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. So on that one, I granted a motion for continuance. And it's set for September 8th. Case number 2021 CCR 0011, State of Texas versus Jose Martin Bautista Jr.
Jason Collins with Texas Rio Grande Legal Aid on behalf of Mr. Bautista. Your Honor, he is in custody and on the screen.
All right, go ahead, counsel.
Your Honor, this is set for a plea. I do believe it was filed.
Yes, it was. Okay, and there would be for the record, both all of the parties involved, including the defendant, the defendant's attorney, and the prosecutor, have agreed to join request for a plea or sentencing by video conference, just to acknowledge. Go ahead and swear him in, please.
Mr. Bautista, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you are about to give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yeah.
State your name, please.
Jose Bautista.
Mr. Bautista, you're aware that you've reached an agreement with the state through your attorney?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand the agreement?
Yes, sir.
Is anybody forcing you to take that agreement?
No, sir.
You do understand that if this court rules in favor of abiding by the agreement, that you're waiving your right to appeal?
Yes, sir.
Unless you get approval from this court. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
And are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, sir.
Counsel, in your opinion, is your client competent?
Excuse me?
Yes, Your Honor.
Address to the counsel. Go ahead, counsel.
Assist in his defense.
Okay, say it again. You cut off.
I'm sorry. Your Honor, I do believe he is competent. He's been able to assist in his defense.
State, you want to read the agreement?
Yes, Your Honor. In exchange for a plea of guilty, the defendant is to be sentenced to 60 days in county jail and pay court cost and attorney fees.
Okay. Mr. Bautista, having the state read out loud the agreement, do you understand it?
Yes, sir.
And how do you plead to those charges?
I plead guilty.
All right. Court rules in favor of abiding by the agreement.
Excuse
Your
me?
Honor, and Your Honor,
Court rules in favor of abiding by the agreement. Go ahead, counsel, sorry.
yes, Your Honor. To substantiate the plea, the state would offer into evidence exhibits 1, 2, 3, and 4. We'd ask that they be admitted without objection and that counsel stipulate to venue and jurisdiction in this case.
No objections, Your Honor, and so stipulated.
Noted, admitted.
Your Honor, I just want to get for the record that he would be getting credit for all time served as well.
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor. May Mr. Bautista be excused at this time?
He may.
Thank you.
Excuse me, Mr. Collins, may you contact me after this call or tomorrow if possible?
I'll speak with you right after.
Thank you.
Case number 2020 CCR 0046, State of Texas versus Pedro Belmontes. Mr. Pedro Belmontes. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and recall. Case number 2020 CCR 0094, State of Texas versus Isaac Benitez. Mr. Isaac Benitez. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and recall. Case number 2020 CCR 0174, State of Texas versus Jonathan Briseño.
Your Honor, Joseph Moreno, Texas Rio Grande Legal Aid. I believe Mr. Briseño is in Cameron County.
I'm being told that he is. So on that one, I think we had already set it up. For him, he takes care of whatever it is they'll be bringing him over here. Isn't it? Thought I had. No. No? Okay. So I'm gonna recommit this. Case number 2021 CCR 0005, State of Texas versus Juan Fernando Calvo. Mr. Juan Fernando Calvo.
Mariana Ryan Solis for Mr. Calvo. Your Honor, we're set for pretrial today. I think we're set for trial a little bit later this week. We're not quite ready for trial at this point. There's some things that I need to speak to Mr. Calvo about, so I would respectfully be asking for a reset date, perhaps to August, Your Honor.
You want pre-trial and trial, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor, please.
August 3rd, pre-trial, August 4th, trial.
Thank you, Your Honor. May Mr. Calvo be excused?
You may.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Case number 2020 CCR 0182, State of Texas versus Dolores Cantu. Ms. Dolores Cantu, are you on? Sure.
I'm on, sir.
Oh, there you go. All right.
It doesn't want-
Attorney Travis, Vince Travis Lee Vince.
I apologize, Your Honor.
There you go.
I
Go ahead.
apologize, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor, I spoke with the state this week about this case. We're still in the process of reviewing the police reports, and we're also looking into whether there was any chest camera videos and how exactly they match up with the officer's report, as it'll be indicative of how this case will turn out. If we could get another reset, Your Honor, I should be able to review the videos and the police report between now and the next hearing, Your Honor.
All right, so we're gonna set it for August 3rd. Counsel.
In between, I'll review those things, Your Honor. Your Honor, that concludes my business for this honorable court. May my client and I be excused?
Yes, sir, you may.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Case number 2020 CCR 0218, State of Texas versus Ricardo Cantu Jr.
Yes, sir, I'm here.
All right.
Morning, Your Honor. Ryan Solis for Mr. Cantu. Your Honor, this is one I'm going to need a little bit more time on, Judge. I had spoken with Mrs. Hinojosa on this one, and I need to follow up with her on an issue that we have in this matter, Judge.
Okay, so we're gonna set it for August 3rd, Counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. May Mr. Cantu be excused?
May.
Thank you, Judge.
Case number 2020 CCR 0226, State of Texas versus Steve Cantu. Okay, so on Mr. Blaylock's, I'll approve a reset for September the 8th. All of his cases. Case number 2021 CCR 0003, State of Texas versus Christopher Justin Castillo. Christopher Justin Castillo.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right.
Joseph Moreno, Texas Rio Grande Legal Late for Mr. Castillo, Your Honor. We asked for a continuance. We're still conferring with the state in this case, Judge.
We're sending it for August 3rd. Comes.
Thank you, Judge. May Mr. Castillo be excused?
You may. Case number 2020 CCR 0253, State of Texas versus Jesus Castro Jr.
I'm here, Your Honor.
Go ahead,
Case
Counsel.
following with Texas Rio Grande Legal Aid on behalf of Mr. Castro. Your Honor, in this case, we've just found out that there is 2 pending felonies. We're asking for a reset so that we can speak with the state and see if there's possibility to work all of these out together.
Okay, so we're gonna give you plenty of time to September 8th, Counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. Will Mr. Castro be excused at this time?
You may.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You. Case number 2019 CCR 0258, State of Texas versus Rodolfo Chapa Jr. Okay, so this one, this set, there's a,
Joseph Moreno, Texas Rio Grande Legal Late for Mr. Chapa. Judge, I believe he is on the call. He was on earlier, but his name was called. We had been set for a trial and for press. However, yesterday the state extended a PTD offer. Mr. Chapa has decided to accept that offer. We need time to come up with some money so he can sign up, Judge. Be at least 30 days.
Okay, so we're not hearing the motions then.
Judge, it appears that he accepted the offer that the state made. It was just conveyed yesterday and accepted yesterday. So that negates the need for a motion to suppress the trial.
State,
That is correct, Your Honor. We offered a PTD. They need 30 days to get this money together so he can get on the program. I believe you have a July 13th date. That should be good.
July 13th, that's the next one. July. Okay, so we'll set it for July 13th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Judge. And Mr. Chapa be excused.
May. Case number 2019 CCR 0041, State of Texas versus Christopher John Chavarria. This is Mr. Blaylock. Now granted that for September 8th. Case number 2020 CCR 0024, State of Texas versus Cesar Daniel Chavez. That one, it's a motion for continuance that I've granted. And for the record is set for August 3rd. Case number 2020 CCR 0143, State of Texas versus Justin Conde.
Jason Collin with Texas Rio Grande Legal Aid on behalf of Mr. Conde. Your Honor, he is on the call.
Mr. Conde.
Yes, sir.
All right, go ahead, Counsel.
Your Honor, for the record, he also is here for case number 2020 CCR 0144. I'm sorry?
Noted, go ahead.
For both of these cases, we have received an offer. I do believe we can reach an agreement. We need one more reset just so we can work it out.
We'll set it for August 3rd.
Thank you. Your Honor, may Mr. Conde be excused at this time?
May.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, case number 2020 CCR 0224, State of Texas versus Juan Antonio Coy III, and I'm told that there was a PTD. And I signed that order, so just for the record. Case number 2020 CCR 0212, State of Texas versus Pablo Adan Cruz. This is
Joseph Moreno with Texas Rio Grande Legal Aid for Mr. Cruz. Judge, I believe he is on the call.
Yes, sir, I'm here.
And for the record, Judge, we also have 2020 CCR 0214.
Noted.
Your Honor, we're ready on both cases.
Lena Munoz for the state of Texas in these causes, Your Honor. Mr. Cruz also has a pending felony, specifically 2020 CR 136. It's assault, family violence, strangulation arising from the same incident as these misdemeanors. The state asked for a continuance on these causes so that we can resolve the felony before we have any resolution of the misdemeanors.
Your Honor, for the record, I'm objecting to a continuance. We're ready for trial on these cases, and we'll be ready for trial on the families as well.
On the cases that are pending in district court, are they coming up?
They're arising out of the same incident, yes, Judge.
But they're coming up. Are they? When are they scheduled for? What month?
I will pull that up in one moment, Your Honor. I apologize. I don't have it readily handy. It'll take me 1 second.
I want to make sure I give you enough time.
Thank you, Judge. Your Honor, the strangulation case is set for trial on September 27th of this year.
October. Say again. Okay, October 6th for pretrial, October 12th for trial.
Your Honor, the state had previously extended offers of probation to the defendant and an offer to plead to a lesser included misdemeanor in the felony. The state would formally advise on the record defendant and defense counsel that those offers will expire on Friday of this week.
Noted, Judge, and also I would ask for the record, the court rule on my objection to continuance.
Yes. For the record, yes, they've been denied.
For the record, has been denied. Thank you, Judge.
Okay. 6
Thank
and 12. We clear
Thank you,
that
Judge.
of October.
Thank you.
Case number 2018 CCR 0151, State of Texas versus Ruben Davila.
Joseph Moreno, Texas Rio Grande legal aid for Mr. Davila, Your Honor. I'm not sure if he's on the phone. I think he may be.
Mr. Davila, are you on? Yes, all right. Go ahead and mute phone.
Judge, I'm sorry.
2019 CCR 0099. Yes.
Your Honor, I'm sorry. Before the court moves on, if I may just ask that Mr. Cruz be excused.
Oh, yes.
Thank you, Judge.
You may. Case number 2019 CCR 0099, State of Texas versus Ricardo de los Santos.
And again, can I ask the Texas Rio Grande Legal Aid on behalf of Mr. De Los Santos, Your Honor? Mr. De Los Santos is on the call this morning.
Mr. De los Santos?
Yeah, I'm right here.
All right, go ahead, Counsel.
Your Honor, in this case, Mr. De Los Santos has signed up for pretrial diversion, and I believe he has been approved by the probation department.
John Estrada with probation. Yes, Your Honor, he was signed up and approved on May 28th.
Okay, noted. Case number 2018.
My apology, sir. May he be excused for today? Thank you.
Yes, you may. Case number 2018 CCR 0031, State of Texas versus Roberto de los Santos, and case number 0120.
Jason Collin with Texas Rio Grande Legal Aid on behalf of Mr. De Los Santos. I do believe he's on the call, Your Honor.
Roberto de los Santos, are you on?
Yes, sir.
All right, I see the square, but I don't see him. There you go. All right, go ahead, Counsel.
Your Honor, we are likely to reach an agreement on this case. We're asking for one more reason so we can work it out with the state.
Sorry, I did not hear him, Judge.
Oh, Your Honor, I'm saying that we are close to an agreement. I'm asking for a reset so that we can continue to work it out.
Counsel?
No objection, Your Honor.
We're gonna set it for August 3rd. August 3rd.
Thank you, Your Honor. And this is be excused at this time.
Yes, Mr. Collins, but we're kind of losing you. So
I don't know what the issue is.
okay. All right. So yes, he's excused.
Thank you.
Case number 2020 CCR 0225, State of Texas versus Mark Anthony Delgado.
Jason Collin with Texas Rio Grande Legal Aid on behalf of Mr. Delgado. He is on the call.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Your Honor, this is the paperwork has been.
I apologize, Judge. I'm going to have to interrupt. I'm unable to hear Mr. Collins. Davila's call.
Okay, Mr. Delgado, can you put yours in mute for a little while?
I apologize.
Okay.
I don't know
Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
As long as Mr. Davila is muted, we can hear you, Mr. Collin.
Okay. We're announcing that this is set for a plea. The paperwork has been filed.
Okay. So for the record, all parties involved, including the defendant, the defendant's attorney, and the prosecutor of the state, has agreed to a joint request for plea and sentencing by video conference. So with that, go ahead and swear in Mr. Delgado. Mr. Delgado, now you need to unmute.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Mr. Delgado, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you.
State your name, please.
Mark Anthony Delgado.
Mr. Delgado, you're aware that you reached an agreement with the state through your attorney?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand the agreement?
Yes, sir.
Is anybody forcing you to take that agreement?
No, sir.
And you do know that if this court rules in favor of abiding by the agreement, that you're waiving your right to appeal?
Yes, sir.
Unless you get approval from this court.
Yes, sir.
All right. And are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, sir.
All right. State, you want to read the agreement, please?
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm sorry. Yes, Judge. In exchange for a plea of guilty, the defendant is to be sentenced to 90 days in the county jail, probated for 12 months, and the following, Judge. He is to pay court cost, attorney's fees, a fine of $250, make a donation of $100 to Mothers Against Drunk Drivers, do 40 hours of community service, restitution, do the victim impact panel, have an alcohol, drug evaluation and counseling as necessary, do the defensive driving, take the defensive driving course, take the 12-hour DWI classes, breathalyzer testing and cost for testing, all standard conditions of probation for this type of case, Judge. In addition to that, the mandatory 6 days in county jail to be completed within 3 months of being placed on probation, and they can be done on 2 separate weekends, which do not need to be consecutive weekends, by making arrangements with the county jail to report no later than on a certain Friday at noon and being released no earlier than the Sunday immediately following at noon. That is the agreement.
Okay. So, Mr. Delgado, did you, having the state read the agreement out loud, do you understand it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you are to report on a Friday as long as it's within the 3 months for 2 weekends. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Have you all agreed as to the first weekend? I'm just asking.
No, we haven't.
So state that flexibility for the defendant.
Yes, Judge, the agreement indicates that there's flexibility. He can decide when. He just needs to make arrangements.
Okay.
Start on a Friday at noon, ending Sunday at noon.
Okay, Mr. Delgado.
Yes.
A friendly court's advice is to try and get it done with plenty of time, because you never know of circumstances, right?
Yes, sir, I know.
Because it's within 3 months.
Yes, sir.
All right. This court rules, well, having the state read the agreement out loud, how do you plead to the charges?
Guilty.
Okay. Court rules in favor of abiding by the agreement.
Your Honor, to substantiate the plea, the state would offer into evidence exhibits 1, 2, 3, and 4. We ask that they be admitted without objection and that defense counsel stipulate to venue and jurisdiction in this case.
No objection, Your Honor, and so stipulated.
Okay. Noted and admitted. Okay,
Your Honor.
Your Honor, John Estrada with probation. Can we have Mr. Delgado come into the office so that we can process him?
Okay.
Yes, actually, Your Honor, I wanted to address that if you would. Mr. Delgado is currently working in another state, and we were wondering if it would be possible to have him report over the phone.
Yes, if you can call the number, call us at 2392.
Thank you. May Mr. Delgado be excused now, Your Honor?
Okay. Case number 2021 CCR 0010, State of Texas versus Hilario Sanchez Dominguez.
Jason Collin with Texas Rio Grande Legal Aid on behalf of Mr. Dominguez. He is on the call, Your Honor.
So Dominguez, are you on?
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Go ahead.
Your Honor, in this case, we have reached an agreement. We need a reset just so we can get the paperwork signed up.
Okay, so we're gonna set it for August 3rd, Council.
Thank you, Your Honor. May Mr. Dominguez be excused at this time?
He may.
Thank you, Jenna.
Thank you. Case number 2020 CCR 0080, State of Texas versus Francisco Elizondo Jr. and case number 0081.
Hey, Your Honor.
Is that music?
Lower it down. Lower it down.
No, don't lower it down. Turn it off.
All right, yes, sir.
Go ahead, Council.
Joseph Moreno with Texas Rio Grande Legal Aid for Mr. Elizondo. Your Honor, in this case, we received discovery, but we have not sat down and gone over it together. Asked for a reset.
So okay, so we're gonna set it for August 3rd, Council.
Thank you, Your Honor. And Mr.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yes, you may, and just for a future, while you're waiting, don't have music playing. You interrupt this court with that music.
Yes, sir. Sorry about that, Your Honor. It won't happen again.
You're excused.
Have a nice day.
Case number 2020 CCR 0134.
Hombre, something. Hey, bro, you know what?
2020 CCR 0134, State of Texas versus Christopher Lee Espinosa.
And I am Caras with Texas Rio Grande Legal Aid on behalf of Mr. Espinosa, Your Honor. I do believe he's on the call this morning.
Mr. Espinosa, are you on?
Yes, I am. I'm sorry. I'm at my. I'm sorry. I'm at, Your Honor. Hello?
Yes, I hear you, but don't see you. All right. We see you blurry. It's not focused, but that's a picture. There we go. All right, go ahead, Counsel.
Your Honor, in this case, we have reached an agreement with the state. I believe that the plea should be in front of the court this morning.
Okay. You want to go ahead and swear me in, please?
Mr. Espinosa, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you are about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? I didn't get a response, Your Honor.
Mr. Espinosa?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Sir, do you solemnly swear that the testimony you are about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Right. Mr. Espinosa, you're aware that you reached an agreement with the state through your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand that agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you are you aware that if this court rules in favor of the agreement, that you're waiving your right to appeal?
Yeah.
I didn't hear that.
Yes, Your Honor. Yeah.
All right.
I do.
And is anybody forcing you to take this agreement?
No, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Counsel, in your opinion, is your client competent?
I do believe he's competent, Your Honor. He has been able to assist in his defense.
Okay, State, you want to read the agreement?
Judge, I apologize. I'm trying to get that. I don't have the actual plea papers in my file. My staff is about to get them, Judge.
Okay, let me read this and see if, well, I don't know, you're gonna,
Your Honor, I could read the agreement for the court if the court would like.
yeah, but she's not gonna have, will she know what she agreed to?
Judge, I trust Ms. Alcaraz. I know that, I mean, I trust her word, Judge.
All right.
I do have something written down. I just don't have the actual papers.
Okay, let's try it. Go ahead.
The agreement that was reached with the state, Your Honor, as per the plea paperwork, is 180 days county jail, probated for 180 days. Court costs, attorney's fees, a $500 fine, 40 hours of community service, alcohol, drug evaluation, and counseling if necessary, GED if no high school diploma, the 15-hour drug offender education program, all standard conditions of probation, random urine analysis, and the cost for testing, and employment services or enroll in post-secondary education program.
Yes, Judge, that is what I have in my file.
All right. Mr. Espinosa, having the state or having your defendant, your attorney read the agreement, do you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
And how do you plead to those charges?
Guilty, Your Honor.
All right. Court rules in favor of abiding by the agreement.
Your Honor, to substantiate the plea, the state would offer into evidence exhibits 1, 2, 3, and 4. We'd ask that they be admitted without objection, and the defense counsel stipulate to venue and jurisdiction.
No objection, Your Honor, and so stipulated.
Noted. Okay. Your
Your Honor, probation. Can we have Mr. Espinosa come into our office for processing, please?
Your Honor, sir, about that, I'm in Michigan.
Yes, sir. Mr. Espinosa is currently out of state. Mr. Estrada, would it be okay if he calls in instead?
Yes, like the previous defendant, the number is 689-2392.
Hold on, sir. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Please, hold on.
Mr. Espinosa, I will send that to you by text message, sir.
Can you?
Yes, sir.
Please.
May he be excused for today, Your Honor?
Yes, it may.
Thank you, sir.
Case number 2018 CCR 0149, State of Texas versus Dario Kristen Flores. Mr. Flores, are you on?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
All right, go ahead, counsel. Oh, Mr. Counsel Limas. We have Counsel Limas.
Your Honor, this is Chuck Mattingly for the state of Texas. I spoke with Mr. Limas. I want to say it was perhaps Friday of last week. And then there was the holiday Monday. I believe we reached an agreement, Your Honor. We have to get the plea papers to him. I'm sure that he probably needs a continuance for at least 30 days to get the plea papers in order. However, I have not seen or heard from the defendant either. So I'll
Judge. Oh, I apologize. Mr. Manley, yes, I'm here. I apologize, Judge. I was on another hearing. That is correct, Judge. We just need a couple more, maybe like one more month. I know my client did attend the roll call this morning. So we're just asking for a 30-day continuance to sign him up, Your Honor.
Okay. And for the record, he's on. I can see him.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So we're scheduled for August 3rd. All right, so we're gonna schedule it for August 3rd.
All righty. Thank you, Your Honor. I believe that concludes my business. May I be excused?
You may.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're excused, Mr. Flores.
Judge, thank you, Your Honor. Pardon the interruption, sir. My name is Stephen Lara. I'm at the job site right now. Is there any way we can pull my
No.
No. I tried.
Case number 2019 CCR 0246, State of Texas versus Marcela Flores.
Then I did ask with Texas Rio Grande Legal Aid on behalf of Ms. Flores, Your Honor. I believe she is on the call this morning.
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Your Honor,
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Your Honor, in this case, Ms. Flores does have a pending felony at intake. If I could ask for one more setting to try to work out the cases.
Set it for August 3rd.
Thank you, Your Honor. May she be excused for today, sir?
Ma'am, the judge is having issues with the speakers on his computer.
No, it's the whole computer.
Or actually, I just been advised the whole computer. So give us a few minutes to figure out what's going on.
Yes, sir.
May I
Thank
be
you.
excused?
Ma'am, wait until the judge comes back.
So we have to wait till the judge gets back on?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Aquí están los 10. Es que ahora sí estoy hablando con el juez. Gracias. Gracias, Decora.
Ms. Flores, could you go ahead and mute yourself, ma'am, while we wait for the judge?
How was that, ma'am?
Could you mute yourself while we wait for the judge, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, so we're case number 2020 State of Texas Gallardo.
Your Honor, if I could just ask, may Ms. Flores be excused for today, sir?
Let me make sure. Yes, you may.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hello, Your Honor. Gustavo is only here on behalf of Gilbert Gallardo. He's present here in my office.
I need to get up.
Okay, go ahead, counsel.
Judge, on this one. Okay. Judge, on this one, I'm still working out the details of a plea with the state. I'm just asking for a short reset to get that done.
Okay, so August 3rd, counsel.
August 3rd?
Yes, sir.
And that would be at 9 o'clock as well?
9 a.m. Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you very much, Your Honor. That's all I have. May I be excused?
Yes, sir. You may.
Thank you.
Case number 2020 CCR 0215, State of Texas versus Andres Galvan, and case number 0216 and 0217 and 0009 and 0017.
And I have ask for Texas Rio Grande Legal Aid on behalf of Mr. Andres Galvan, Your Honor. I do believe he's on the call this morning.
Yes, I am. I'm here.
Your Honor, in this case, we do have an offer from the state. I believe we are close to a resolution. If I could ask for one more status setting to work it out.
Okay, so we're gonna set it for August 3rd, counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. And that'll be the announcement for all of his cases, sir.
Okay, yes, they've all been set for August 3rd.
May he be excused for today, Your Honor.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Case number 2020 CCR 0221, State of Texas versus Brenda Ann Gomez, and case number 0237.
Jason Collin with Texas Rio Grande Legal Aid on behalf of Ms. Gomez. I do believe she's on the call, Your Honor.
Ms.
Yes,
Gomez,
I am.
Excuse? All right, go ahead.
Your Honor, these cases are set for a plea. The paperwork should be filed.
Okay, in both cases, all parties have agreed, defendant, defendant attorney, and state to a joint request for plea and sentencing by video conference. With that, go ahead and swear Ms. Gomez in, please.
Ms. Gomez, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you are about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you.
State your name, please.
Brenda Ann Gomez.
Ms. Gomez, you're aware that you've reached an agreement with the state through your attorney?
Yes, sir.
Are you familiar with the agreement?
Yes.
And is anybody forcing you to take that agreement?
No. No, Your Honor.
Okay. It's no. And you do know that if this court rules in favor of abiding by the agreement, that you're waiving your right to appeal
Yes, Your Honor.
unless you get approval from this court? You
Yes.
understand? All right. Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Counsel, in your opinion, your client competent?
Yes, Your Honor. I do believe she is competent. She's been able to assist in her defense.
State, you want to read the agreements, please?
Yes, Your Honor. And this plea is for both cases that she has, is that correct?
That's correct. That I have both on in front of me. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. So it's the same recommendation for both cases, and because of course she's pleading to both of them at the same time, they're going to be running concurrent. In exchange for a plea of guilty, the defendant is to be sentenced to 90 days in county jail, probated for 9 months, and the following: pay court cost, attorney's fee, a fine of $250, a $100 donation to Mothers Against Drunk Drivers, 40 hours of community service, do the victim impact panel, do an alcohol drug evaluation and any necessary counseling that may be needed, do the defensive driving course, do the 12-hour DWI program, do the breathalyzer testing and cost for testing, in all standard conditions of probation as required in this type of cases. Additionally, the mandatory 72 hours in county jail to be completed within 3 months of being placed on probation and can be done on one weekend by making arrangements with the county jail to report no later than on a certain Friday at noon and being released no earlier than the Sunday immediately following at noon.
Okay. Ms. Gomez, having the state read the agreement out loud, do you understand it?
Yes, sir.
And how do you plead to the charges?
Guilty.
Okay. Court rules in favor of providing by the agreement for both case number 0221 and 0237. Okay, I think Mr. Estrada.
Yes, Your Honor, we would ask that Ms. Gomez come into our office for processing.
Where is that located?
We're across from the courthouse where you get your license and your the taxes paid.
In Raymondville?
Yes.
Okay.
Your Honor, if I may, to substantiate the plea, the state would offer into evidence as exhibits 1, 2, 3, and 4 in each of their respective cases. We'd ask that they be admitted without objection and the defense counsel stipulate to venue and jurisdiction in each case.
No objection, Your Honor, and so stipulated.
Noted and admitted.
Your Honor, may Ms. Gomez be excused at this time?
She may.
Thank you.
Case number 2021 CCR 0012, State of Texas versus Crystal Lee Gomez.
And I am gonna ask for Texas Rio Grande Legal Aid on behalf of Ms. Gomez, Your Honor. I do believe she's on the call this morning.
Yes, I see her. Go ahead, come.
Your Honor, in this case, we're asking for pretrial and trial settings.
So that'll be August 3rd pre-trial, August 4th trial.
Thank you, Your Honor. May she be excused for today, sir?
She may. Case number 2020 CCR 0243, State of Texas versus Norma Jean Garcia.
And I am gonna ask for Texas Rio Grande Legal Aid on behalf of Ms. Garcia, Your Honor. Ms. Garcia is not on the call this morning. I believe she may be in TDC custody. She had a revocation of community supervision in Cameron County back in April.
Your Honor, the state would nonetheless ask that a capias issue in this cause because I don't believe it's been confirmed that Ms. Garcia is in fact in custody. Therefore, would the court be inclined to issue a capias now and call her name 3 times, Judge, or would the court prefer to wait till the end of the docket?
No, since that's the situation, I'll go ahead and do it now.
The
So,
state asks that her name be called 3 times, Judge.
Ms. Norma Jean Garcia, are you on? Ms. Norma Jean Garcia, are you on? Ms. Norma Jean Garcia. Ms. Norma Jean Garcia. Go ahead.
Your Honor, this cause was set for 9 a.m. It is now 10:37. Ms. Garcia has wholly failed to appear. Therefore, the state asks that capias issue for her arrest, that bond be forfeit, that bond be set to no bond, and that a judgment nisi be entered in favor of the state.
Granted.
Thank you, Judge.
Your Honor, just for the record, that defendant was on probation with me and was recently revoked.
Right. Noted. Case number 2020 CCR 0195, State of Texas versus Juan Diego Garza Jr. and case number 0196, 0197, 0198, 0020, and 0021, 0022, 0023.
And I am gonna ask for Texas Rio Grande Legal Aid on behalf of Mr. Garza, Your Honor. Mr. Garza is in custody at the Willacy County Jail. He is in front of the camera right now.
Yes, I see. Is that you, Mr. Garza?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead, come.
Your Honor, in this case, Mr. Garza has cases that are pending at intake and have not been received by the district attorney's office as of yet. We are trying to work out all of his cases together. I would ask that the court reset these cases to give us time to work everything out.
Okay, so we're gonna do it for September the 8th.
Thank you, Your Honor. May he be excused for today, sir.
Yes.
Can I say something real quick to the judge?
Mr. Garza, at this point, I advise you not to address the judge, sir. I will talk to you after court.
Case number 2021 CCR 0015, State of Texas versus Adolfo Garza Jr. and case number 0016.
Senator Garza, Texas Rio Grande Legal Aid, on behalf of Mr. Garza, Your Honor, I do believe he's on the call this morning.
Yes, I see him. Go ahead. Counsel.
In this case, Your Honor, we have received offers from the state. I believe we are close to a resolution. If I could ask for one more setting to try to get the cases worked out.
Mr. Garza, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. Okay, so we're gonna set it for August 3rd.
Thank you, Your Honor. May Mr. Garza be excused for today, sir?
May.
Thank you.
Case number 2020 CCR 0068, State of Texas versus Greg Garza.
Lilia Gonzalez Peña, Your Honor, for Greg Garza. He was offered a PTD. He went to the probation officer yesterday to sign up, but the money order was improperly made. We put both county and district, Willacy County, so they rejected it. So we're just asking a short recess to get that matter corrected, Your Honor.
Okay. So we're gonna do July 13th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Case number 2020 CCR 0170, State of Texas versus Jesus Maria Gomez, and case number 017101860187 0188 0189, and these are Layla's, which
good morning, Judge.
Mr. Carrington. Sorry about that, Counsel. There you are.
This is John Carrington for Jesus Maria Gomez. Judge, I was advised this morning that he was taken into custody last night by the Raymondville Police Department, and therefore he's in custody at the city jail, so he won't be appearing this morning, Judge. However, he has a pending felony case that's related to the misdemeanor cases, and that case is set for trial on September the 27th. If anything, I would request that these cases, these misdemeanor cases, be reset for after that date, Judge. They are all related, and the disposition of the felony case may dispose of the misdemeanor cases.
So we're gonna set it for October the 6th, Counsel.
Yes, Judge. Thank you, Judge. Judge, I've got another matter that's set for this morning. That's Marta Alicia Guerrero. And that's 2020 CCR 98. Judge, on that one, she's got a felony case that's related to this case. And that one is set for the 16th of June in the 197th. And at that time, as possibly going to be a plea on the felony case, and that may resolve the misdemeanor case. Now, if it is a plea on the 16th, that's probably going to be reset for a PSI, probably going to be reset for sometime in August. So if we could reset the misdemeanor case for sometime in August, I would appreciate it, Judge.
Ms. Marta Alicia Guerrero, are you on?
Yes, Your Honor.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
We're gonna schedule it for September 8th, council.
September the 8th. Thank you, Judge. May she be excused, Your Honor.
She may.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, case number. Get back to the sequence. Get straight. Okay. Page 14, we did message Maria Gomez. Page number, case number. Page number 14 of 26, case number 2020 CCR 0246, State of Texas versus Juan Carlos Gomez, and case number 0247 0248.
Joseph Moreno with Texas Rio Grande Legal Aid from Mr. Juan Carlos Gomez, Judge. This is a case where Mr. Gomez had, well, I guess let me rephrase that. He pled on a felony case on a motion to revoke. It was a time case, and I believe these are going to be worked out with a plea. We just need a short recess so we can get that done, Judge.
Mr. Juan Carlos Gomez on?
I believe that's him at the jail, Judge.
Mr. Gomez, can you hear us?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. We'll set it for July 13th, council.
Thank you, Judge.
Case number 2020 CCR 0194, State of Texas versus Martin Gonzalez, and case number 0200.
We're here, sir.
Of Texas Rio Grande Legal Aid on behalf of Mr. Gonzalez, Your Honor. Mr. Gonzalez has some pending charges coming out of an August 2020 arrest. We are trying to work out those cases together along with these. If I could ask the court for one more status setting.
We'll set it for August 3rd.
Thank you, Your Honor. May Mr. Gonzalez be excused for today, sir?
May.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
You're excused. Case number 2021 CCR 0002, State of Texas versus Eladio Guajardo.
Joseph Moreno with Texas Rio Grande Legal Aid, Judge. I believe he's on the call. I believe somebody's helping him. I think it's his daughters are helping him with the.
Yes, we're here.
Okay.
Your Honor, on this case, I have.
hello?
Yes, we can hear you, Mr. Guajardo.
Your Honor, on this
Yes.
case, I have the discovery, Judge. However, I just need to make arrangements so I can get with him and make an appointment to go over everything and discuss his case. I'd ask the court for a short reset.
We'll set it for August 3rd, council.
Thank you, Your Honor. May Mr. Guajardo be excused?
You may.
Your Honor.
Yes, sir. Continue to communicate with your attorney, Mr. Guajardo. Case number 2020 CCR 0251, State of Texas versus Marcos Guerrero, and case number 0252.
Joseph Moreno with Texas Rio Grande Legal Aid for Mr. Guerrero, Judge. He's in custody in Willacy County. I'm not sure if he's on the screen.
Not yet. I'm gonna recall and then come back for it as soon as they bring him.
Sure, Judge.
I missed it. It was fun, but.
It was fun.
Case number 2020 CCR 0147, State of Texas versus Moses Oleda Gutierrez.
I'm here, sir.
All right. Go ahead, counsel.
Joseph Moreno with Texas Rio Grande Legal Aid. Court will just give me one moment.
Sure. gentlemen. You can go.
Your Honor, in this case, I'm still discussing the case with Mr. Ojeda. Judge, I'd ask the court for one more setting.
Okay, so we've set it for August 3rd, Council.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, we're gonna go back.
May Mr. Gutierrez be excused, Judge?
May.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, we're going back to case number 2020 CCR 0251, State of Texas versus Marcos Guerrero, and case number 0252.
Your Honor, Joseph Moreno, Texas Rio Grande legal aid for Mr. Guerrero. He's on the screen at the jail. This is a case where Mr. Guerrero has felonies pending. Aside from these misdemeanors, Judge, we're asking for a recall, I'm sorry, a reset so that we can see what's gonna happen with the felonies.
Do we know these dates on the district court?
I can check real quick, Judge.
Your Honor, Mr. Guerrero has numerous felonies, some of which were just indicted at the most recent convening of the grand jury. I don't believe some of them have dates yet. The state would just ask that this be set for far later into the year, Your Honor.
That's what I'm trying to determine. What would be a date that would be reasonable? Or what month, I should say. Okay, we're gonna schedule it for October 6th. We'll see where we're at.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay. But you're excused, Mr. Guerrero. Case number 2019 CCR 0068, State of Texas versus Angelina Rose Hamilton 0104 and 0105 and 0007 0008. Angelina Rose Hamilton. Angelina. All right, I'm gonna recall. We'll come back to her as soon as she's on. Case number 2019 CCR 0152, State of Texas versus Clarissa Hernandez.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ryan Solis for Mrs. Hernandez. Your Honor, I've met with Mrs. Hinojosa. She's made an offer to us. I've conveyed that to Mrs. Hernandez, and I just need to get with her to see if that's something that she's going to accept or how we're going to be proceeding with that, Your Honor.
All right. I see her name, but I don't see her. Yes,
Your Honor, that's her.
All right. So you're asking for the next hearing date?
Yes, Your Honor, please.
Okay, so we'll set it for August the 3rd.
Thank you, Your Honor. May she be excused, Judge.
She may.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, so we go back to Ms. Hamilton. Case number 219 CCR 0068 0104 0105 0007 0008. Ms. Hamilton, can you hear us?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead, counsel. Oh, there's, oh, it's an arraignment.
There are motions to revoke. She doesn't.
Ms. Hamilton,
Yes, sir.
do you have an attorney?
I believe my attorney is Flores.
Okay, I think do we have something that was found? Okay. Ms. Hamilton, can you afford an attorney?
No, sir.
I don't know. I don't know if Angie's on. Mr. Moreno, can we reach out and see if Ms. Hamilton qualifies?
We
She doesn't
could,
have-
Judge.
Huh?
I don't know if the court would want to reset this case. I know we initially had a setting for tomorrow. I don't know if the court wants to reset this case so she can reach out to her. Whether she'd be able to do an interview today, particularly since the jail's on the call right now.
All right.
What is this case, sir?
I'm sorry, Ms. Hamilton, come again?
What is this case?
Yes, you have several charges. Well, there's a motion to revoke, Ms. Hamilton, so, and I'm suggesting that you get an attorney, and what I'll do is I'm gonna have legal aid interview you, see if you qualify to get an attorney. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so they're gonna be reaching out to you to see if you qualify.
And just to clarify, Judge, is this Clarissa Hernandez?
No, Angelina Rose Hamilton.
Okay.
Does she have other cases in this report? When is the next meeting? We need to give her as soon as possible. Okay, so we're gonna set it for July 12th.
Sure.
And Ms. Hamilton, legal aid attorneys are gonna be reaching out to you. All right? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Case number 2019 TCR 0245, State of Texas versus Alejandro Herrera. Okay, this one I'm gonna recall to give him some time to bring in. Case number 2020 CCR 0106, State of Texas versus Raul Jr. Hinojosa.
Morning, Honor. Ryan Solis for Mr. Hinojosa. Your Honor, this is a case that I have yet to have an opportunity to speak to Mrs. Hinojosa about. I'd like a short reset so that I can see what we can do about trying to get this resolved, Judge.
Okay, so you're asking for a recall or reset?
Yes, Your Honor. I'll reset, Your Honor, please.
Okay. We'll set it for August 3rd, Counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. May he be excused.
You may.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Okay, there's Mr. Okay, case number 2019 CCR 0245, State of Texas versus Alejandro Herrera.
Joseph Moreno, Texas Rio Grande Legal Aid from Mr. Herrera, Your Honor. This is a case that we had previously worked out with a time deal, except that, well, we have previously worked it out, he FTA'd, and we've worked up an agreement with the state for a time deal, and I believe he's got the time. However, we haven't been able to get the plea packet to him and get it signed. I'm not sure if the court wants to reset this for a short period of time or what the court would consider.
Judge, we have no objection.
Okay, so we're gonna set it for, can we do this in July? Okay, we're gonna set it for July 13th.
Thank you, Judge.
Case number 2020 CCR 0146, State of Texas versus April Denise Huerta.
Good morning, Honor. Ryan Solis for Mrs. Huerta. Your Honor, the state has made a pretrial diversion offer to Mrs. Huerta, and I've gone over that with her. I just needed one more opportunity to discuss that so we can get her possibly signed up or see how we're going to resolve this, Judge.
The August 3rd, Council.
Thank you, Your Honor. May she be excused, Judge.
Jimmy.
Thank you.
Case number 2019 CCR 0238, State of Texas versus Raul Alfredo Jimenez.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ryan Solis for Mr. Jimenez. I've met with Mrs. Hinojosa on this one. An offer has been conveyed to us, Your Honor. I haven't had an opportunity to meet with Mr. Jimenez, however. And so I'll just ask for a short reset, Judge.
Is Mr. Jimenez in court?
Yes, good morning, Your Honor.
Yes, I see him, but I'm told that there's a capias pending since January, and I just want to make the defendant and counsel aware of it.
A capias for an FTA, Your Honor, or what was that? What was that for?
FTA. Does it have the case number? Is this particular case, counsel?
Your Honor, I was unaware of that. I would respectfully ask Your Honor if there's any way, given that he's presented himself today, if we could recall that.
All right. Okay. This was one where, counsel, you had asked for, I guess you were on vacation, what have you. So I'm just gonna take Mr. Jimenez as being one of those that it fell through the cracks between you as an attorney and Mr. Jimenez. Counsel, I'm gonna go ahead and recall the cases.
Thank you, Your Honor. May he have that August 3rd date as well, Judge?
Yes, and so we set it for August 3rd, Counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. May he be excused as well?
Yes, you may.
Thanks.
Thank you, Your Honor. Y'all have a good day.
Case number 2020 CCR 0056, State of Texas versus Stephen Ray Lara.
Morning, Honor. Ryan Solis for Mr. Lara. Your Honor, I met with Mrs. Hinojosa on this one. This was one that she was going to look into about possibly getting it dismissed if another individual were to take responsibility. If not, then we'll see what we can do about trying to work this out, Judge.
Okay, so State.
Judge, we have no objection to resetting.
Let's set it for August the 3rd.
Thank you, Your Honor. May he be excused?
Yes, he may.
Thanks, Judge.
Case number 2021 CCR 0004, State of Texas versus Christina Ledesma.
Jason Collin with Texas Rio Grande Legal Aid on behalf of Ms. Ledesma. She is on the call, Your Honor.
Ms. Ledesma, are you on? Okay, I see you now. Go ahead, Counsel.
Your Honor, in this case, we do have an offer. We're working on the details with the state, so we're asking for a reset in this matter.
Okay, so we'll set it for August 3rd, Counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. May Ms. Ledesma be excused at this time?
You may. Case number 2021 CCR 0034, State of Texas versus Veronica Maciel.
Jason Collin with Texas Rio Grande Legal Aid on behalf of Ms. Maciel. She is on the call, Your Honor.
All right, I see her. Go ahead.
Your Honor, there was a PTD offer made in this case. Ms. Maciel has accepted. We're asking for a reset just so we can get her signed up.
We're gonna go to September 8th.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Maciel may Ms. Maciel be excused at this time?
She may.
Thank you.
Okay. Right. Case number 2019 CCR 0046, State of Texas versus Kayla Ray Magana.
Good morning, Your Honor. This is a case, originally pretrial diversion was offered. Mrs. Magana had said that she would like a trial instead. However, at this time, Your Honor, I'm not ready for trial. I would respectfully ask if we can reset this one to April the 3rd, August the 3rd, Your Honor.
3rd and 4th. Pre-trial and trial, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor, please.
Pre-trial August 3rd, trial August 4th.
Thank you, Judge. May she be excused?
She may.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Case number 2020 CCR 0165, State of Texas versus Abigail Martinez, and case number 0166.
With Texas Urban Legal Aid, on behalf of Ms. Martinez, Your Honor, she is on the call this morning. This is a case that was originally set for trial tomorrow. However, we have reached an agreement with the state. In exchange for a felony plea, the misdemeanors will be dismissed as part of that plea agreement.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay, so we're asking for.
I believe to reset the case, Your Honor, to give her time to enter her felony plea.
Yeah. Do we know when that takes place?
She is set for district court on, I believe, the 17th and the 23rd, so it should be later this month.
Okay, so we'll set it for July the 12th. July the 12th.
Thank you, Your Honor. May she be excused for today?
She may.
Thank you.
Case number 2019 CCR 0233, State of Texas versus Jonathan Alfonso Moreno.
I'm here.
Counsel Flores, are you on? When was the last time you talked to your attorney, Mr. Moreno?
I talked with yesterday, but I don't see here. It's not here, right?
No, he's not on the screen. I don't see him. Did you all talk about being here today?
Yeah, he gave me the information to stay here in the lobby, but I don't see him.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on.
So you're here next door? You're here in this building? No? Oh,
no.
Okay. Well, what I'm gonna do, Mr. Moreno, I'm gonna recall. And I'm gonna come back through the whole docket on the ones we didn't address. And then at that time, we'll see what the court's gonna rule. Okay, in other words, stay on.
Okay, understood.
Case number 2021 CCR 0028, State of Texas versus Katie Marie Moreno.
Lady, I'm gonna ask the Texas Rio Grande Legal Aid on behalf of Ms. Moreno, Your Honor. I do believe she's on the call this morning.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead, Counsel.
Your Honor, in this case, Ms. Moreno was just arraigned on new charges yesterday and has been recently indicted on felony charges as well. We're trying to work out all of her cases together. If I could ask for one more setting.
September 8th. I'm gonna set it for August 3rd, Counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. May Ms. Moreno be excused, sir?
She may.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Okay. Okay, case number 2019 CCR 0016, State of Texas versus Adrian Najera Senior, and this was, there was a motion filed for continuance. I granted it, and it's gonna be for September the 8th, September the 8th, for the record. Case number 2018 CCR 0131, State of Texas versus Carla Ordonez, AKA Carla Ordonez. Ms. Ordonez, are you on? Can you hear me?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, sir.
When was the last time you talked to your attorney?
It's been about a month.
Well, apparently your attorney's not on. So I'm gonna ask you to just stay tuned. I'm gonna recall for right now. So just stay on. Case number 2019.
Okay.
Okay. Case number 2019 CCR 0210, State of Texas versus Carlos A. Ortiz Contreras, and case number 0211.
Then I of Texas Reverend Legal Aid on behalf of Mr. Ortiz, Your Honor. He also has cause number 2021 CCR 0027 on today's docket.
Okay, so Carlos Alberto Ortiz Contreras. Okay. Right.
Yes, sir. He is on the call this morning. At this time, we are asking for pretrial and trial settings for all 3 cases, Your Honor.
Sure. Let me see Mr. Contreras. Mr. Contreras, can you hear us? Is he? Okay. Mr. Carlos A. Ortiz Contreras. Can you hear us? Though his name is on the screen, I don't see his name, but go to the next one. The second page. Yeah, I see. Okay, so I'm gonna recall.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, is he there or is the defendant present?
He does not answer, so I'm gonna take it as a maybe. So I'm gonna recall.
Yes, sir.
Case number 2016 CCR 0104, State of Texas versus Kelly Kilantan.
Hello, yes, I'm here.
Ryan Solis for Mrs. Kilantan. Your Honor, this was an MTR. However, Mrs. Kilantan has paid all of her fees. She's just lacking her community service hours, Your Honor. And she's been unable to do those due to COVID. But she's all paid up and has done everything that's been asked.
John Estrada with probation. Yes, Your Honor. She has completed everything except the community service, and we have until now haven't been unable to send anybody for community service due to COVID.
All right, State.
Are we currently sending people out now for community service?
Yes, we are. Effective June 1st, we are sending people out now.
How many hours does she have remaining?
She has 40 hours of community service.
40 hours?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Solis, is she going to complete those, or did you have an agreement with Ms. Hinojosa regarding that?
Well, one of the agreements that we had was that if she had paid up everything, given her situation and all, that the hours would be waived. Or she had asked that we could bring that up to the court and see if Judge Guerra might consider waiving those under the circumstances.
I'll leave that up to the court.
It being that we're, I guess for lack of better words, getting back to normal. So I'm gonna, Miss Kilantan, are you employed?
Yes, I am employed.
Okay, where?
Huh?
Where?
I work for stores and I also am a provider.
You work for stores? Is that a
Yes.
company? What is that?
With Hallmark.
All right. Well, considering that you're, I guess you
And
have
I also have kids.
you have two jobs.
Yes, and I also have kids that do homeschooling.
Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. If you can provide your probation officer with something showing that you have those two jobs, I'll waive those community service.
She already has, Your Honor. She's
All right.
provided me proof of that.
I'm gonna go ahead and waive the community service hours.
Your Honor, we'll file a motion to dismiss.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, could I ask the court to recall Mr. Carlos Ortiz's cases? He is on the,
Before you do that, may Mrs. Quilantan be excused, Your Honor?
She may.
Thank you, Judge.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Counsel. I'm sorry, I didn't quite get that.
would the court go ahead and recall the Carlos Ortiz cases, Your Honor? Clause numbers 2019 CCR 0210, 0211, and 2021 CCR 0027.
Which one? Okay. Yes, case number 20 CCR 0210 0211 0027.
Then I hear that on behalf of Mr. Ortiz Contreras, Your Honor. He is on the call and his camera is now on. Mr. Ortiz, could you unmute yourself, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, in these cases, we are asking for pretrial and trial settings.
September 8th pre-trial, September 9th trial, Counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. May Mr. Ortiz be excused, sir?
May.
Thank you. Sorry about that.
Case number 2020 CCR 0149, State of Texas versus Raul Quiroga. That's Mr. Blaylax, and approve that continuous for September 8th for the record. Case number 2020 CCR 0245, State of Texas versus Enrique Ramirez.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ryan Solis for Mr. Ramirez, Your Honor. Mr. Ramirez is battling cancer and has currently or recently been moved to a hospice facility. He's obviously unable to be present here today. His family doesn't expect him to last very much longer, Your Honor.
Set it for July. For status. The counsel.
Yes, Your Honor.
What's your take on it?
I mean, Your Honor, if you'd like to maybe, I don't know, come back in August and see where he's at that point. Like I said, my conversations with his family there that they do not expect him to be around that long, given the circumstances. But I'll defer to Your Honor on how you would like to handle this, Judge.
Okay, I'm gonna set it for August 3rd.
Thank you, Your Honor.
For status. Case number 2019 CCR 0079, State of Texas versus Yadira S. Ramirez, and case number 0207.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ryan Solis for Mrs. Ramirez. Your Honor, an offer has been made to Mrs. Ramirez. I just need to get with her, and actually 2 offers have been made, and I need to decide which one it is that she wants to take, Your Honor, so we can resolve this.
Okay, and for the record, also case number 2020 CCR 0102.
Yes, Your Honor. Same announcement on all of her cases.
Okay, so we're gonna set it for September the 8th, Council.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. You should be excused, Judge.
Hold on. is Miss, okay, the same situation, Council, just before I let you go, is Miss Ramirez on? Yeah, she,
John?
we're showing the same thing in the system with the KPSs, and it's the same date as the other, so
I would imagine it'd
gonna-
probably be the same issue, Your Honor, if we could
Yes.
respectfully ask that you recall that.
okay. Are they KPSs? All right, now I'm gonna go ahead. Is it for these cases? Okay, Council, I'm being told that the KPS go back to February of last year. So, and she's appeared several times after that, and this has never come up, so I'm just gonna go ahead and recall those KPSs.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Present this morning? Okay, thank you.
September 8th. Oh. I think she's no longer with us. Council Solis, are you still there?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I said September 9th and it's September 8th.
September 8th. Okay, that's fine.
Ramita is still on or not.
I'll advise Your Honor.
All right, September 8th.
Thank you, Judge.
Case number 2019 CCR 0191, State of Texas versus Jose Luis Renteria.
And I get Caso Texas Rio Grande Legal Aid on behalf of Mr. Renteria, Your Honor. He is on the call this morning.
Okay, go ahead, Council, I see.
Your Honor, we are in front of the court today because Mr. Renteria had previously failed to appear last month. So we are asking that the court consider recalling the KPS that was issued and reinstating his previous bond. He did fail to appear because he was in between phones at the time of the last setting. The phone number that we had for him was no longer good, so he did not receive the Zoom information. He made contact with our office shortly after he failed to appear, and we got him back into the court to address the KPS.
Go ahead and swear him in.
Mr. Renteria, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you are about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you.
Mr. Renteria, so I'm sure that you've had this conversation with your attorney. I just want to be clear to you and that you understand your situation where you failed to appear before this court. Were you aware of that?
I wasn't aware of the date. My phone had gotten cut off because of the payments, but shortly after the first of the month, I had gotten a new number and contacted them as soon as possible.
Okay. I'm gonna admit to you that we're in unusual times by having to do this through the phone and what have you, but I just want to make sure that you understand what not appearing in, obviously appearing in nowadays means that you call in, right? So it's the equivalent of not appearing in court, right? Present. And so what that triggers is when you fail to appear, then there is kind of a warrant for your arrest. And so like at this time, if you were to be, whether an officer can go pick you up, or if you get stopped for whatever reason, they're gonna take you in. So I want you to understand how critical it is that you find a way how to communicate to the court, perhaps through your attorney, as to what is going on, and not after the fact, but during the fact. In other words, don't wait till you find another phone or get another phone to make contact with your attorney. Go to your neighbor, ask for, nowadays everybody has a phone. Use that phone to at least make contact with your attorney immediately. Otherwise, you're gonna be in more trouble than the initial charges that you have before you. So do
It's
you
not.
understand that?
I understand that.
All right, so, and I understand what you're telling me as far as your phone going out, but in all honesty, that's no excuse not to notify this court, right? I'm gonna go ahead and waive that capias, right?
Thank you, Your Honor.
But from here on out, until you take care of this, of your situation, right? Through your attorney, be sure that you dial in, or if the orders change to where you're expected to come in present, then do so. All right?
Understood.
All right.
Your Honor, may I ask the court if the court is reinstating his previous bond? His bond was previously set at 2,500 cash surety, and he was out on a good bond.
Yes, I'll do that.
Thank you, Your Honor. In this case, could I also ask the court for pretrial and trial dates? Mr. Renteria had previously been set for pretrial prior to the failure to appear.
September 8th, pre-trial, September 9th, trial.
Thank you, Your Honor. May Mr. Renteria be excused, sir?
May.
Thank you, Your Honor. You have a good day.
Thank you. Case number 2020 CCR 0190, State of Texas versus Erica G. Rojas.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ryan Solis for Mrs. Rojas. Your Honor, this case will be a trial. However, we're not going to be ready to start tomorrow, so I would respectfully ask for perhaps the August or maybe even September setting, Your Honor.
September 8th. Counsel.
Yes, Your Honor.
To clarify, you're asking for status hearing or pre-trial and trial?
Pre-trial and trial, Judge.
All right, so it's September 8th, pre-trial, September 9th, trial.
Thank you, Your Honor. May she be excused, Judge.
Okay, and yeah, that's, wait a minute, Counsel. Where is your client? Ms. Erica Rojas, are you on?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Did you hear us, Ms. Rojas?
September 8th and September 9th.
That is correct. All right.
Thank you.
Case number 2020 CCR 0191, State of Texas versus Juan G. Rojas.
Your Honor, Mr. Rojas is a co-defendant with Mrs. Rojas. It would be the same announcement, and I would ask for the same trial date, Your Honor.
September 8th, pre-trial, September 9th, trial.
Thank you, Your Honor. May Mr. Rojas be excused, Judge.
Yes, he and she may, yes.
Your Honor, just for the court's information, that pretty much takes care of our trial docket for tomorrow.
Okay.
There are no cases left.
All right. Thank you for bringing that up. I have, okay. Thank you. Case number 2017 CCR 0095, State of Texas versus Bill Lee Rucker.
Jason Collin with Texas Rio Grande Legal Aid on behalf of Mr. Rucker. He's in custody and on the screen.
Mr. Rucker, can you hear us?
Yes, sir.
All right, go ahead, counsel.
Your Honor, this case is set for a plea. The paperwork should be filed.
Okay, for the record, defendant's attorney, and the prosecutor have agreed to, as a joint request for plea and or sentencing by video conference. You want to swear him in, please?
Mr. Rucker, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear that the testimony, keep your hand up, sir, as much as you can, that the testimony you are about to give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God, sir?
Yes.
State your name, please. State your name.
Bill.
Your whole name.
Lee Rucker.
All right. Mr. Rucker, are you aware that you reached an agreement with the state through your attorney?
Yeah, Yeah, sign some papers.
Are you familiar with the agreement?
No, I didn't sign no agreements. I didn't check off agreements.
Okay, in other words, do you understand it? Do you understand the agreement?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you that same question after the state reads the agreement, and then you answer it at that time.
All right.
Is anybody forcing you to take an agreement?
No.
And are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
And you do understand that if this court agrees to the agreement, that you're waiving your right to appeal.
Appeal. I'm in court.
Do you understand that? Has your attorney explained that to you?
I understand. Just continue.
All right. Counsel, in your opinion, is your client competent?
Your Honor, I have been meeting with Mr. Rucker. He has assisted in his defense. I believe him competent.
All right, State, you want to read the agreement?
Yes, Your Honor. The agreement is 60 days in the Willacy County Jail with credit for time served, and defendant is to pay court cost and attorney fees within a time as indicated by the court.
Okay, Mr. Rucker, having the state read that agreement, do you understand it?
Yes.
All right.
Yes. I understand.
Yes?
Yes, I understand what she said.
Okay, and you agreed to it?
Is it 60 days? Yeah, I've completed that time. I have completed that time.
Okay, yes, you're gonna be given credit for time served.
Okay, thank you.
So this court rules in favor of abiding by the agreement.
Your Honor, to substantiate the plea, the state offers into
Yes.
evidence exhibits 1, 2, 3, and 4. We'd ask that they be admitted without objection, and the defense counsel stipulate to venue and jurisdiction.
No objections, Your Honor, and so stipulated.
Noted and admitted, but let me just, so Mr. Rucker, having the state read the agreement, how do you plead to the charges?
The case has been, I completed my time.
But,
Your Honor, Mr. Rucker is going to enter a plea of guilty at this time.
all right. Okay, just for the record. Case number 2021 CCR 0029, State of Texas versus Ashley Lynette Salazar.
Your Honor, just before, may Mr. Rucker be excused?
Yes, you may.
Thank you.
You're excused.
Good morning, Your Honor. Daniel Ropez appearing on behalf of Ashley Salazar. And she's online also.
Right. Do I see? Okay, there she is. Go ahead, Counsel.
Yes, Your Honor. In this matter, I visited with Assistant DA Lina Munoz. I believe somebody from Victim Assistance is going to visit with the alleged victim, who is my client's father, to see how he's doing, his injuries, and substantiate the case. And then the state will make a decision whether to proceed or not. I'd ask for a reset for status, perhaps August 3rd, and that way the state can look at it, and then we can visit on the case.
State.
That's all correct, Your Honor. The state would ask for the August 3rd setting.
Okay, we'll do August the 3rd.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you very much. That's all I have. Maybe excused?
Yes, sir, you may.
Have a great day, sir.
Thank you.
You too. You're excused, Ms. Salazar. Case number 2019 CCR 0268, State of Texas versus Jasmine Salazar. And case number 0169.
Your Honor, Ryan Solis for Mrs. Salazar. Your Honor, on this one, I'm going to need a little bit more time to get with the state and Mrs. Salazar to figure out how we're going to resolve this matter, Judge.
I'm going to set it for September 8th, Counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. May she be excused, Judge.
Yeah, Ms. Salazar, did you hear us?
Yes, sir.
All right,
Thank you.
you're excused.
What were those dates, Your Honor?
September 8th for both cases, Council.
Thank you.
Case number 2020 CCR 0213, State of Texas versus Ernesto Salinas. And I'm told that Mr. Salinas unfortunately has passed.
Yes, Your Honor, that's correct.
All right.
That's correct, Your Honor. The state will be filing a motion to dismiss.
Okay, noted. Case number 2021 CCR 0007, State of Texas versus Elvira Susana Sanchez.
Teniente Alcarazo, Texas Organo Legal Aid, on behalf of Sanchez, Your Honor. I do believe she's on the call this morning.
Yes, I'm here.
Your Honor, in this case, we have received an offer from the state. If I could have one more status setting to try to get it worked out.
We're gonna set it for September 8th, Council.
Thank you, Your Honor. May Ms. Sanchez be excused, sir.
She may.
Thank you.
You're excused, Ms. Sanchez. Case number 2021 CCR 0018, State of Texas versus Santiago Santana. This is Mr. Blaylock. And for the record, I've approved the motion for continuance for September the 8th. Case number 2020 CCR 0082, State of Texas versus Israel Sayas, and case number 0083 0042 0043. And these are as well set for September the 8th.
These were also continuances by the defense counsel, correct, Your Honor?
Yes, yes, it was.
Thank you.
Case number 2017 CCR 0087, State of Texas versus Samson James Sewell. And that one as well, set for September 8th. Case number 2019 CCR 0179, State of Texas versus Jeremy Joseph Silva. Let's see, Mr. Silva.
Joseph Moreno, Texas Rio Grande Legal Aid Judge. I previously represented Mr. Silva. I saw him on earlier. I think he is on. His phone is on mute.
I think it's can you hit the video so you can come on, Mr. Silva?
But I also believe that he may have hired private counsel.
Mr. Silva, can you hear us? There you go. I can see you now, but can't hear you.
There, can you hear me now, sir?
Yes.
Your Honor?
Yes, I can. Go ahead, counsel.
Judge, I believe this case was going to be dismissed as Mr. Silva has already served the requisite amount of time. But I also believe that he may have hired private counsel, so I'm not sure if the state has dismissed or if they're waiting for his new counsel to make a
State.
Your Honor, Mr. Silva has got at least 3 felony cases. And it's my understanding he is now represented by Juan Guerra.
What? No, I pulled in my car. Okay, my car. No, it's Crystal.
Mr. Silva.
Yes, sorry about that, sir.
So, okay, well, but getting back to this case, Mr. Matterly, what's the status?
Your Honor, at this point, there was a misdemeanor case that we had worked out with TRLA. It was for Mr. Silva to serve 45 days on the weekends. Something happened during the COVID pandemic that Mr. Silva apparently apparently went in, and instead of serving his time on the weekends, I believe he served all 45 days at once. However, Mr. Guerra also filed a writ of habeas corpus on that particular case, and I'm not sure what that was filed for. So my understanding is, I believe Mr. Silva on the misdemeanor case has completed the 45 days, but I think it's still being kept alive because of the writ that was filed by Mr. Guerra, and it got reset for today.
Okay, so Mr. Silva, who's representing you for this particular case? Is it still legal aid, Mr. Moreno? Mr. Silva?
Yes, I thought it was Mr. Guerra.
Okay, well, that's what I'm
Okay,
asking.
yeah, I was supposed to be having him. My girlfriend talked to him this morning. He said yes, that he was representing me today.
Okay, Mr. Moreno, can you submit something saying you're withdrawing? So we can
Well,
clarify that?
Well, I think the judge, the issue was the last time we appeared in court, Mr. Silva said he was going to hire Mr. Guerra.
Okay.
And I asked that he hold off on that, particularly on this case, since he had already served his time and that was the agreement. And the state said they would look into it. I don't know if that's what's keeping this case. If the court, like I was wrong.
Okay, well, I'd much rather be taken care of it if it can be taken care of. So, Mr. Matterly, are you saying that you cannot dismiss this, or is that your intentions? And because there's that other order that was filed, that you're unable to dismiss it, or?
No, I'm not saying that the state cannot file a motion to dismiss. What's happening right now is this writ for habeas corpus that was filed that got the case reset for today. I don't know what Mr. Guerra wants answered with that, Judge. And the other thing is, I don't have an accurate count on the days that Mr. Silva was actually in jail. I know it's close to 45 days, if not more, but I have not gotten an accurate count from the Willacy County Jail at this point.
All right. Well, what I don't want to do is to continue to hear the case, because I do have a conflict. So I'm hearing from Mr. Silva that Mr. Juan Guerra is representing him. Is his understanding, even in this case. So if that's the case and the state is not notifying this court that it's going to be dismissed as of right now, so then I'm going to go ahead and assume that this case is going to continue to move forward with Mr. Guerra representing Mr. Silva.
Sure, and Judge, I would just like to point out that typically when a private bar attorney takes over a case, they usually file a motion to sub. But if the court's ordering me to submit a motion to withdraw, I'll do that, Judge.
Well, can you clarify that for me, Mr. Moreno?
Sure. Typically, when an attorney comes onto a case where there's already another attorney on the case, whether it be legal aid or another private bar attorney, typically that private bar attorney would file a motion to substitute counsel and inform the court that he's taking over the case that way. Typically, it's not the attorney who's on the case who withdraws first, because the court has to approve the substitution. So what I would have expected was for Mr. Guerra to file a motion to substitute and either send me a copy to sign or submit it and argue it in court. But typically, it's the attorney coming onto the case who files a motion to substitute.
Okay. All right.
I had hired him for a different case, is what it was. It wasn't for this case.
Your Honor, may I suggest this? When's the next time we will have court with you?
July 13th.
July the 13th. If you can reset this for July the 13th, I will contact the jail. And if Mr. Silva has completed the time that he was supposed to spend in jail, which obviously he's out right now, I'll submit a motion to dismiss the case without having to go through all of that.
All right. So we'll set it for, oh, July 12th. I misspoke. It's July 12th, not the 13th. Did you get that, Mr. Silva?
Yes, I did, sir.
July 12th.
I didn't hire one for that case. It was for a different case and I hired him for. I don't know why he did that for this case.
All right. Okay, Mr. Silva. Mr. Moreno?
I've got the date, Judge. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I guess we'll just wait and see if the state dismisses.
All right. Case number 2020 CCR 0047. You're excused, Mr. Silva.
Thank you.
Case number 2020 CCR 0047, State of Texas versus Melody Tamayo.
I'm here, Judge.
Good evening, for Mrs. Tamayo. Your Honor, we received an offer from the state, and even Mrs. Tamayo to go to that judge.
We'll set it for September 8th, counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. May she be excused, Your Honor?
She may.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Case number 2019 CCR 0201, State of Texas versus Jose Antonio Tyndale. Mr. Tyndale. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and recall. Case number 2020 CCR 0179, State of Texas versus Graciela Muñiz Valladares. Oh, okay, so this is another Mr. Blaylock for the record. Yes, sir. It's scheduled for September the 8th. Okay. And case number 2017 CCR 0203, State of Texas versus Margarita Saldivar or Saldivar Villarreal.
Morning, Your Honor. Ryan Solis for Mrs. Saldivar Villarreal. We've gotten an offer from the state, Your Honor. I've conveyed that to Mrs. Villarreal. I just need to get with her to decide what it is that she wants to do on this one, Judge. If we can just get a short reset.
Ms. Saldivar on. Okay. Ms. Villarreal, can you hear us? Ms. Villarreal, can you hear us?
Your Honor, I saw her on just earlier.
Yeah, I see her. I just want to verify that she can hear us. Yeah, she is on, counsel.
Yes, Your Honor. If she can't, Your Honor, I can let her know what the reset date is.
Right. So the hearing date is September the 8th, counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'll go ahead and let her know. Your Honor, that concludes my business before the court. May I be excused, Judge?
You may.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a great day.
Case number 2021 CCR 0024, State of Texas versus Christian Salvador Hernandez Zuniga, aka Christian Hernandez.
Joseph Moreno with Texas Rio Grande Legal Aid. Judge, Mr. Hernandez is on the call. We're asking for a short recess so we can continue to confer with the state and try to work this out.
Where is Mr. Okay, so it's September 8th. Can you hear us, Mr. Hernandez?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Hernandez, be excused.
Yes, you may.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're gonna go to the top of the docket. Case number 200 CCR 0011, State of Texas versus Christian Georgian Andrade.
Joseph Moreno with Texas Rio Grande Legal Aid for Ms. Andrade. Judge, she was not on when the court first called her case, but she's on now. And I believe that may have been a mistake on my part. She has a new number, and I think I sent the court information to the old number.
Swear in, please.
Ms. Andrade.
Yes. Please raise your right hand, Ms. Andrade.
I don't have my right hand. It's amputated. I have a left hand though.
Judge, did you ask me to swear her in? I apologize.
Yes, yes, I did.
Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you are about to give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ms. Andrade, you were scheduled to be in court at 9 a.m. this morning,
Yes.
and you were not.
No.
And why not?
It's because I had got a new number. So my lawyer, he had my old number. He had messaged me to my other number, like reminding me that I had court. But when I checked on my phone, he had messaged me to my new one too. So he had accidentally messaged my old number.
That's correct, Judge. When I initially sent her the information, it was to the old phone. I reached out to her again this morning, Judge.
Ms. Andrade,
Yes,
Jimmy,
sir.
look, I know that your attorney represents you, right?
Yes, sir.
However, if you do not appear on time, guess who's going to be issued a capias on?
Me.
Exactly. And you know where you wind up?
Back in jail.
Exactly. So don't rely on your attorney to remind you. I'm going to set a date right now. Make a little note, put it in a magnet on the refrigerator so you can see it. Now, if your attorney calls you and to notify you, well, that's even better, right? But don't
Yeah.
rely on that,
Yes, sir.
right? So do you
Yes.
think I ought to put a capias or not put a capias on you?
No.
All right. I'm going to do that, but don't let that happen again, okay? Because otherwise you're going to be in deeper trouble than you are now, or you'll, let me put it another way. You'll have more to be cleared on than what you have right now, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Your Honor, in this case, we're asking for another setting so we can continue to confirm this case, Judge.
Okay, so we're going to schedule it for September 8th, right? Okay, September the 8th, Ms. Andrade.
Okay, September 8th. I'll write that down right now.
All right, magnet, refrigerator.
Okay, thank
right.
you.
Thank you, Judge. Ms. Andrade, be excused.
You may.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Case number. Case number 2020 CCR 0046, State of Texas versus Pedro Belmontes. Mr. Pedro Belmontes, are you on? Mr. Pedro Belmontes, are you on?
Yes, sir.
The video. They want you on video.
Can you hear me?
No, we can't. We can hear you, but not see you.
You see me now?
Okay. All right. Yes, I can see you now.
Your Honor, I believe this case is going to be worked out, and I'm asking for another setting so we can continue to confirm the state.
See, I want to make sure he wasn't present.
He wasn't present, Judge, but the court did not issue a case.
Sorry, man, please.
Mr. Belmontes, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you are about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you.
Mr. Belmontes, you were scheduled to appear at 9 a.m. this morning.
Mm-hmm.
You were scheduled to appear at 9 a.m. this morning. Are you aware?
No, sir. I haven't heard from my attorney.
What is your mailing address?
14348 8th Street, Raymondville.
I'm going to confirm the address in the system.
Okay. Yeah, I've been going to the post office because I've been having a lot of trouble with my mail coming through. A lot of my stuff's actually been getting returned.
All right.
And Judge,
that's the address we have. Okay.
If I may get an updated number, Judge, because I'm showing that the messages that I sent to Mr. Belmontes did not go through to him.
Mr. Belmontes, I go through this and have our core reporter swear you in, create this dialogue where I'm asking you questions intentionally, because if this happens again, I'm gonna issue the KPS regardless of what your attorney says or the excuse that you have. So understand that part. You
Okay.
need to tune in at 9 a.m. If your phone doesn't work for whatever reason, use your neighbors, use somebody else's, but do it.
No, I didn't know I had court today. That's the whole thing.
Okay, and this is the thing. In your previous, and I'm just making an assumption, I'm pretty sure I'm right. In the previous hearing that you had, there was an announcement as to when you were gonna appear in court. I'm gonna do the same thing today. And so this has, yeah, it has to do with your attorney because he's representing you, but it's you that I'm telling you when your next hearing date is. Do you understand that part?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not gonna issue a KPS, but I just wanna make you aware that I can issue that because you weren't here at 9 a.m.
Okay.
So in a few seconds from now, I'm gonna mention the date, I'm gonna mention the time, and that's when you need to appear.
Okay.
Now, if your attorney notifies you, well, that's even better. All right? You understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. So this case is gonna be set for September the 8th at 9 a.m.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Belmontes?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Your Honor, before Mr. Belmontes is excused, may we get an updated phone number for him?
Yes. Can you give your attorney your recent and more active phone number? Mr.
He
Belmontes?
has my phone number. I've given him my phone number. I've called him and I've texted him.
Sir, can I get your phone number, please?
I'll call you right now again. I don't want to give it over the court.
Okay.
All right. Okay. You're
Thank you, Judge.
excused.
Mr. Belmontes be excused?
Yes, you may.
Thank you, Judge.
Case number 2020 CCR 0094, State of Texas versus Isaac Benitez. Mr.
Joseph Moreno.
I'm here, sir.
Joseph Moreno of Texas Rio Grande Legal Aid for Mr. Benitez, Judge.
Was he here this morning?
He was not here this morning, Judge. He's present now.
Sorry, man.
Mr. Benitez, please raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you are about to give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Mr. Benitez, you
Yes, sir.
aware that you were to appear in court this morning at 9 a.m.?
Yes, sir. Well, I didn't know what day. I know I had court this month, but I just didn't know what date.
And why did you not know what date?
I actually forgot to write it down, sir. And my lawyer, he miscontacted me from my old number as well as the other people. But yeah, I had given him my new number since March. Pero yeah, I know that's no excuse, sir. Pero I mean,
Mr. Benitez.
Yes, sir.
Do you enjoy your freedom?
I do, sir. Yes, that's the last thing I want, to be stuck in there. Yeah, I mean, trust me, sir. I do. I do.
So how can you not prioritize to keep your freedom by making sure that you call in on time? I mean, for a second, just forget about your attorney. I mean,
yes, sir. Yes, sir. I honestly, sir, I just rely on him to give me the Zoom information. I mean, that's about it. But yeah, I mean, I know I did have court this month. I just didn't know it was today.
But that's my point.
Yes, sir. I understand.
I mean, you can say, I knew I had it this year, right?
No, I understand, sir. Yeah, I understand.
All right. So again, as I told the other defendant, I'm creating a record so
Yes,
that
sir.
if and when it comes to that again, then there's not going to be any recalling the KPS.
Okay, sir.
All right.
I understand.
Gonna be set for September the 8th.
Okay, sir.
Mr. Benitez.
Yes, sir.
Write it
I
down,
hear loud and clear, sir.
write it down, put it in the refrigerator.
Yes, sir.
September
No
the
problem,
8th.
sir.
That's a ways from now.
I mean, yes, sir. Sorry.
All right. All right.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Your excuse.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Thank you.
Case number 2020 CCR 0174, State of Texas versus Jonathan Briseño. And this was one that I think there was
He's in Cameron County, Judge.
in Cameron County, right? So on this one, I think if we do a keepius. Okay.
The state would ask for a capias so that he won't, once, if he gets released from Cameron, that he's sent over here.
I think there's been a capias in place, Judge. I know he's got a felony case here in Willacy County as well. And I believe that there's a capias in place for that case as well.
Okay. I'm told that there hasn't been one for this particular case. I'm gonna go ahead and grant one.
Okay.
Case number 2018 CCR 0151, State of Texas versus Ruben Davila Jr.
Your Honor, I called Mr. Davila after the court called his name. He informed me that he was on. I think he may have just had trouble.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you, Mr. Davila.
Yes, sir.
Okay, he wasn't. All right. Go ahead, counsel.
Your Honor, this is a motion to revoke, and I believe that there was simply an issue of payment or wrapping up some conditions of probation. I think that's what we were sent for, to see if they were complete.
Mr. Estrada?
Yes, Your Honor, I can confirm that he has completed all conditions of probation except for the 40 hours community service like the previous defendant where we're unable to send him.
Mr. Davila, go ahead and swear me in, please.
Excuse me, sir.
Mr. Davila, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you are about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so Mr. Estrada, if I understand correctly, he has done all of what he had committed to do other than the community service?
Yes, Your Honor, he recently completed the alcohol drug evaluation. The last time, just after his the reset, he finished the 15-hour drug offender program, and just today he completed all his arrears.
And Mr. Davila, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, are you employed?
Yes.
Where?
At the Willow Margin.
Mr. Estrada, have you confirmed that or not?
Yes, I have, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and waive the community service considering the situation we're in.
Does that mean that the motion to revoke is being dismissed?
State it. What says you? Oh, you're on mute, Mr. Mayor.
Your Honor, what page is he on the docket?
He's at the bottom of page 6. Right.
I'm sorry, Judge, I didn't hear that.
He'll follow up on that. That is missing a motion to revoke.
May Mr. Davila be excused, Judge?
He may. Case number 2019 CCR 0233, State of Texas versus Jonathan Alfonso Moreno. I know Mr. Moreno was on earlier. Are you still there, Mr. Moreno? All right. So,
Yes, I'm still here.
okay, Council Flores. It's not there. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and reset for, let's go with August. We're gonna set it for August 3rd.
August 3rd?
Yes.
Okay.
And you say, Mr. Moreno, that you talked to your attorney yesterday?
Yes, I did. Actually, a few minutes ago, I talked to her, I mean, his secretary?
Secretary, yes.
Yeah. And then she just told me she tried to log in, but I don't know what's going on. She told me she's gonna contact with him, but I don't see he in the lobby.
All right. So, Mr. Moreno, you continue to tune in when you're scheduled, okay? So it's for August 3rd at 9 a.m.
Okay, August 3rd.
Write it down.
Understood.
All right?
Okay.
Your excuse.
Okay, thank you, Huge.
Case number 2018 CCR 0131, State of Texas versus Carla Ordonez, aka Carla Ordonez. Ms. Ordonez, you on?
Yes, sir.
Ms.
I
Ordonez,
called
go ahead.
to Robert's office and the secretary said that she was gonna let him know.
Okay, so we're gonna set it for August 3rd, Ms. Ordonez.
Okay,
Be sure and tune in at 9 a.m. on August 3rd. Write
Okay,
it
sir.
down. All right.
I will. August 3rd. Thank you.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Case number 2019 CCR 0201, State of Texas versus Jose Antonio Tyndale. Mr. Jose Antonio Tyndale, are you on? Mr. Jose Antonio Tyndale. Mr. Jose Antonio Tyndale. Mr. Jose Antonio Tyndale. State.
Your Honor, state would ask the capious issue that his bond be forfeited, that a no bond be set when he's arrested. Judgment I sign in favor of the state, Your Honor.
Granted. Okay, did I miss anyone? No.
I believe that's it, Judge.
No, sir. I believe that's all, Judge.
Okay, and then to re-verify, so we don't have a trial for tomorrow. All right. Okay, so we're done. Thank you, everyone.
Good, Judge. Have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.